time, cyberpunks and retro nerds. You got Tommy the Hammer coming at you again with another horror movie review. Today I thought we would check out the early 1980s video nasty slasher film, Nightmare. And this is one of those movies that has somehow escaped my radar over the years. I'm familiar with the movie. It's quite notorious, mainly for its graphic visual content. So I'm pretty stoked to finally have it in my movie collection. I love slasher films, especially ones I haven't seen before from the era that I grew up during. And without further ado, I think we're going to get right to it. I'm going to play the trailer for you guys, and when we get back from that, we're going to be discussing the movie Nightmare a little bit. You're not going to want to miss it, I guarantee that.
The following preview trailer is not suitable for viewing by persons of a nervous disposition. Switch off your television set immediately unless you are prepared to be really terrified.
Prepare yourself for the most intensely shocking motion picture of our time. The motion picture everyone is talking about.
Hello? Hello, Steve?
Nightmares in a damaged brain.
Kathy? Kathy?
Terror will surround you. Pray you survive the night. Scream, but no one can help you.
Listen to me, George. It's only a dream, and dreams can't hurt you. Are you there, George?
Daddy!
George, don't hang up.
Where do you go? There's no place to hide. The dream you can't escape. Alive.
Nightmares in a damaged brain.
Okay guys, welcome back. We're going to be discussing the movie Nightmare a little bit. And this happens to be a slasher film with a little bit more on its mind than just simply the body count. First, let me elaborate upon that concept a little bit here for you. The movie's directed by Italian director Romano Scavolone, and if any of you guys understand the history behind slasher films, you'll understand that slasher, more particularly American slasher, got its influences from the Italian cinema, mainly giallo of the 1960s and 1970s. So when, the American directors took a cue from the Italians, they were making movies like, Friday the 13th, Sleepaway Camp, A Nightmare on Elm Street, things like that. And American slasher films, at least in my opinion, feel blatantly different when compared to the Italian giallo mystery slasher horror films. And, for an Italian director to be kind of, stepping into the American slasher scene like this and making a movie like Nightmare, I think it's kind of ironic and a little bit amusing. It's a slasher film that was designed to fill seats, in movie theaters, drive-ins, late-night cinema, things like that. It's a low-budget, sleazy, down-and-dirty, grimy slasher film that is kind of akin to movies like Pieces and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is actually kind of a hidden gem, at least to me. It's one of those slasher films that, has everything that I look for in it to be an enjoyable cult movie. There's a lot of gratuitous sex, a lot of nudity, A lot of blood, a lot of gore, a lot of insanely weird parts that seemingly make no sense. If you're watching it and you're like, man, that footage is, gritty and grimy and shitty. Well, this is grindhouse cinema, guys. These films were passed around from movie theater to movie theater to drive-in to drive-in, and they didn't care about the quality. So if it got bumped around, scratched, cigarette burns, dust, hair, anything on the reel, you're going to see it in a movie like this. And that's why I like this version of Nightmare. It's a sleazy, grimy experience. You see every scratch, cut, and defect on the film, and I love that. And out of 10 stars, I think I can only give this one a 6.5. There you have it, folks. Check it out.